Have you ever asked yourself how to effectively avoid psychological harm caused by a narcissist? Today's episode is all about how indifference and not responding to their provocations can be the strongest weapon in facing a narcissist. Stay tuned with us to learn how to regain your strength and take control of your life once again. Indifference is one of the most effective tools when dealing with narcissistic personalities. It reveals critical aspects of how narcissists interact with others and their surroundings. When you decide to show complete indifference toward a narcissist's actions, you are directly challenging their deep-seated need for control and manipulation. This creates a whirlwind of complex emotions within them. As we know, a narcissist relies entirely on feelings of control and manipulation to achieve a sense of internal satisfaction. A narcissist lives in a world where their primary focus is on drawing attention and gaining admiration from others. When you start ignoring their actions or refuse to respond to their attempts at attention-seeking, you are shaking their self-confidence profoundly. Simply put, ignoring a narcissist increases their feelings of insecurity when they realize that all their efforts to gain attention are futile and yield no results. This, in turn, often triggers exaggerated reactions filled with anger and aggression. They might even resort to desperate attempts to regain control once again. When a narcissist experiences indifference, it feels as though the ground has been pulled out from under their feet. We all know this happens because their sense of control is an obsessive need within them. When this obsession is threatened or disrupted, the narcissist suffers from intense emotional turmoil. This turmoil often manifests as anxiety, fits of rage, or even self-destructive behaviors that can harm themselves or those around them. A narcissist might act out by hurting themselves or lashing out at others in their environment. This disturbance isn't just a fleeting reaction. It has a lasting impact on the narcissist's mental health. The narcissist's sense of losing control can lead them to behave irrationally, exposing their inner weakness and the fragility of their personality. In response, the narcissist may attempt to regain control by resorting to emotional manipulation, launching direct attacks on the victim's character, or even seeking sympathy from others around them. Additionally, they might become more aggressive as part of their efforts to reclaim the attention they've lost. When you show indifference toward a narcissist, you're not just challenging them. You're also reshaping the dynamics of the relationship. Instead of them being the one in constant control, you're resetting the balance of power. By reaching this point, you regain your strength and sense of control over your life. Indifference isn't just about ignoring them. It's a highly effective strategy you can use to deeply impact the narcissist. When you realize that the narcissist's reactions to you are not a reflection of your worth, but rather a display of their internal weakness, you begin to break free. Reaching this stage allows you to truly heal and recover from the toxic relationship with a narcissist. You need to understand that after a breakup, it becomes very clear how a narcissist truly sees their victim. To them, you're not viewed as an equal partner in the relationship. Instead, they see you as a solution to any problems they are dealing with. This distorted perception profoundly impacts their behavior, reactions, and overall way of interacting with you and the relationship. A narcissist believes that their relationship with you provides a sense of protection and emotional stability. They constantly seek support from others to compensate for their inner void and insecurities. As we mentioned earlier, when a narcissist is in a relationship, they see their partner as a fix for all their personal issues. They expect you to always mend their negative emotions, boost their self-worth, and give them a sense of value. Instead of confronting their internal struggles, the narcissist takes the easy route by relying on others to escape their harsh reality. When they find a victim who serves as a source of happiness and emotional stability, they exploit that person at their expense. This dynamic is inherently unfair and creates an imbalanced and deeply unjust relationship for the victim. When a breakup happens, the narcissist experiences a massive shock as the truths they've been ignoring come to light. In that moment of separation, the narcissist feels extreme frustration because they realize you were not the solution to their problems as they had expected. Losing you leaves them feeling utterly powerless and exposed. When a narcissist loses their victim, it feels like they've lost a part of themselves, not because the victim was their great love or held special importance, but because the relationship itself was an extension of their identity. This loss triggers intense anger and depression because narcissists cannot process the emotions of separation in a natural or healthy way. When a breakup or separation occurs, the narcissist relentlessly works to regain control of the relationship, often resorting to manipulation, lies, or even attempts to evoke your sympathy and make you feel sorry for them. In doing so, the narcissist convinces themselves that they can restore the relationship to its previous state, as if nothing ever happened. It's common to find the narcissist acting irrationally, making excessive efforts to rekindle the relationship. They might try persistently, refusing to give up even if their attempts fail multiple times. They'll keep trying over and over again. You may also see them attempting to convince you that they've changed and are now a completely different person. However, this is far from the truth. Their primary goal is not genuine change, but merely to pull you back into the relationship. In some cases, the narcissist may look for a replacement to solve their current problem. They view this new person as a substitute who can fill the void and provide the validation and attention they seek, all without addressing their underlying issues. For most victims, the aftermath of a relationship with a narcissist brings a sense of shock and anger. Sadly, this often leads to more time wasted dwelling on the toxic relationship. It's crucial for victims not to give in to these feelings, as doing so can hinder the healing process and delay recovery from the pain of the breakup. Never allow yourself to be swayed by your emotions, as the narcissist excels at provoking reactions within you. It's vital to remain calm and composed in such situations because everything the narcissist does is ultimately aimed at regaining control over you. Another crucial step in setting boundaries with a narcissist, and something that deeply impacts them, is establishing firm limits on how they can interact with you. If you're forced to maintain contact with them, it's essential to define what behaviors you will and will not tolerate. After separating from a narcissist, it's vital to avoid any unnecessary interactions or discussions with them. These exchanges will do nothing but benefit the narcissist and intensify the conflict between you, draining your emotions and energy without any positive outcome. If communication with a narcissist is unavoidable, such as in cases where you share children, keep it strictly focused on essential matters. At this stage, it's critical not to share any personal details about your life or emotions, especially if you're feeling vulnerable in the early stages of separation. A narcissist will exploit any weakness they perceive in you and use it to their advantage. Understand that it's a fundamental tactic of narcissists to capitalize on your moments of vulnerability. That's why it's highly advisable not to rush into a new relationship shortly after leaving a toxic one. Take your time to heal and rebuild your sense of self before considering any new commitments. It's also important to recognize that feeling sadness after leaving a toxic relationship is entirely natural. Acknowledge these feelings, but accompany them with a genuine intention and commitment to heal and recover from the effects of the relationship. This process is essential to reclaiming your emotional well-being and moving forward with strength and resilience. One of the things that deeply bothers and hurts a narcissist is seeing you reclaim your life and truly start to heal and live again. This should be your primary goal, focusing on your recovery and rebuilding your life from the ground up. A narcissist can't stand seeing you improve and move forward. If they notice that your social media posts are positive and full of happiness, that you're traveling, picking up new hobbies, reconnecting with friends and family they once isolated you from, they feel defeated. In these moments, the narcissist realizes you've learned from your experience with them and are actively working to avoid falling into the same trap, whether with them or anyone else. It's incredibly important to have support during this phase, such as a therapist or relationship counselor. This person can help guide you, answer the countless questions running through your mind about the relationship, and assist you in processing the experience. During this time, your thoughts can feel overwhelming, and professional guidance can be invaluable. A highly effective strategy that frustrates a narcissist to no end is the gray rock method. This technique involves giving them no emotional responses whatsoever, neither positive nor negative. By doing this, you confuse the narcissist because they can't manipulate you the way they're used to. As we know, a narcissist thrives on provoking reactions from others. It's their main source of control. The key is to minimize your reactions as much as possible, since your responses are the fuel the narcissist relies on. The gray rock method is about remaining completely neutral and emotionally detached. This leaves the narcissist powerless, as they are unable to provoke or manipulate you effectively. This approach relies on staying completely calm and keeping your responses short and limited, with no emotional reactions. Your replies should be as concise as possible, answering only the question asked without elaboration. To effectively implement the gray rock method, it's crucial to avoid engaging in any discussions or conversations with a narcissist. Do not disclose any personal information about yourself or your feelings, as the narcissist will use your emotions or any details they learn against you. Another key aspect of this method is limiting communication with a narcissist to the bare minimum. Keep interactions strictly focused on essential matters, such as issues related to children or financial responsibilities, and avoid discussing anything personal or emotional. Understand that the narcissist won't like this approach at all. It will cause them significant frustration and confusion as they try to figure out the change you've implemented. As we've discussed, a narcissist relies on reactions from their victim to feel powerful and in control. When they don't get this response from you, they gradually lose interest in the relationship and become bored with their manipulative tactics, as they're no longer effective. This creates an internal conflict for the narcissist, leading to constant anxiety and depression as they struggle to cope with the new dynamic you've established. The gray rock method, friends, is incredibly beneficial for bringing you peace of mind and emotional calm. You'll start to feel more in control of your emotions, and little by little, you'll regain your strength and confidence. This will help you focus your energy on yourself and think more clearly, as you've removed yourself from the toxic cycle of narcissistic abuse that used to consume your thoughts entirely with the narcissist and nothing else. If you notice the narcissist trying to bring up a specific topic or provoke you through it, you can either change the subject or remain completely silent without showing any reaction or emotion. Additionally, keep your responses short and simple to avoid giving the narcissist any opportunity to manipulate the situation to their advantage. The gray rock method is a powerful tool for dealing with a narcissist, and its impact on them is significant. It works in two ways. 1. For you, it protects you from reacting in ways the narcissist could exploit, helps you regain control of your life, restores your self-confidence, and supports your healing and recovery from the toxic relationship. 2. For the narcissist, it stops their manipulative tactics entirely. They lose hope of extracting the reactions they desire from you, leaving them frustrated and powerless. Always remember that the thing that hurts a narcissist the most is losing control over you. You achieve this by not giving them attention or responding to their manipulation. Believe me, indifference is an incredibly powerful shield that offers complete protection and frees you from the negative effects of the narcissist's influence. Don't let the narcissist control your emotions. Start taking back your life now. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more updates. Peace and blessings to you all.